Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Jaguars coming in at 5-5, going up against the Bengals, who come in at 6-4. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Here's Chris Ivory with his first carry. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now look at the starting unit, and here's to you, Mr. Robinson.
Oh, I like that one. Allen Robinson, I love coming out of Penn State. Everyone kept telling me he's not fast enough, and I kept pointing to the film and saying yes, but he catches everything. He's definitely a threat.
They stay on the ground. Ivory again. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they like to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And boy, the payoff was good.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Bortles now on first down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3 yards remaining here on second down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On second down, Ivory. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
To throw, it's Bortles. They set up the screen to Ivory. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. And the Bengals starting defensive unit now.
Justin Durant doesn't get mentioned very often in conversation, but at the end of every game, he's made a lot of tackles.
Bortles to throw on second down. And Green with a catch left side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Defense is going to every game talking about winning the early downs to make third down a difficult assignment for an offense. On that play, the defense accomplished its goal.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. In motion now is Lee. Throwing his Bortles on third down. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Another run. This time it's Ivory. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Halfback sent in motion. Now Bortles. And incomplete here on 3rd down. T.J. Yeldon, the one he was looking for. And that brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Jaguars. Jason Myers now for the field goal try. Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good enough for a Cincinnati first.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Miles Jack leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the 1st down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. So the D-line's going to spread out. 2nd down, Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Miles Jack coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. A gain of 6 there on first.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
Yeah, maybe a little of both. Now Bortles throwing on second down. And this is incomplete. He was trying to hit Rashad Green. And it's 3rd and 4. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Now Bortles again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
And Myers able to knock it through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Well, he got an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And he'll be happy he got a second chance so quickly after missing the first one. Now he's got the confidence back up before we even finish the first quarter.
And out now, here come the Bengals. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it. A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. It's second down. Dalton looking. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Dalton gives to Bernard, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Play fake. Here's Dalton. He's got Green. And he gets this one all the way carry down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a play fake here on first down. Can't find anyone open. He drops it off for Bernard. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Carry for Bernard. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. It's big tight end Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Dalton on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 2. It'll be a gain of 6, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So they take it all the way to the 1-yard line, but in the end, they opt for 3.
I know if this was a video game, they never would have gone for the field goal because, Brandon, who kicks field goals in video games? But you've got to make sure you get points, and that was as easy a 3 as you can get.
You kick field goals in video games. That's who kicks field goals in video games. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On first down, Bortles. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. They'll begin here with Bernard. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Telvin Smith from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack. And the back goes into motion. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Second down, Dalton. On the screen, Bernard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. At 5 yards on the play there, it's a drive will continue.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They send Green to the left on his own. And Dalton to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a gain of 21 that time. And the Bengals are going to have a first down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run here with Bernard. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Dalton's going to sneak it, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Andy Dalton with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Bengals have taken the lead. So with 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. The Jaguars getting set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And the wideout in motion.
Green, 90. Ace.
They go back to the air here after nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Durant. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Black 58 rail.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Finding time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he motions the wide receiver.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. He's going to try and go deep again. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So on 4th down, the Jags send out Brad Nortman to punt. Taken right around the 44. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bengals take possession. Cincinnati now ready to take the field, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
He was looking there for Reuben Randall, and now it's 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Second down now after the incompletion. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He sets to fire deep. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. In motion now is Lee. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. In his own end zone, it's Bortles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. The slot man in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He's going to rifle one deep, trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A.J. Green in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The drive begins with a run by Ivory. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you downstate to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Green with a catch left side. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
AD to AJ. And it's been like that throughout this game. And I think it's a huge reason why they are in the lead.
I like that. AD to AJ, Andy Dalton to AJ Green. Such a tough cover, and they are proving it here in this one. They'll run it here with Brewer. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Fade. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run out catch that ends up in the
offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The play fake to Ivory. Now Bortles. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
And he finds Julius Thomas. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And they're going to speed things up here.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Five wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Throwing is Bortles. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. In motion now is Lee. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 2nd down following the run. Play action now. Dalton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Now, that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there. 3rd and 11. 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Dalton sets up play action. He's got time. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Here we go now. Blue 45. 58.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Green 90.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. He's going to fire one deep. And got his man complete. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
In motion now is Lee. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And caught right side, Green. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6.
Green 39. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Green.
In motion, Julius Thomas. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Brad Nortman now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run again with Bernard. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. And now out come the Jags. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now T.J. Yeldon. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. Has bred this big defensive tackle.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Another pistol look here. Green will come in motion right.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Ace. Check out route.
On 1st down, Bortles. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Bortles will try again on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's into the clear. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point coming now for Nugent. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by George Iloka. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. Again, here's Bernard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And some extras coming up on the line here, ready for the blitz. Now Bernard. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
Well, this is away, and it's a high kick. Hit pretty well. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he's brought down after a good game. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Throwing on first down is Bortles. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. On second down, here's Bortles. Deep drop. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Throwing is Bortles. He's got the hook up to Lee. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now they're in the hurry-up.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by George Iloka. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. Dalton bootlegs out. He's got his man on the crossing route. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Here's Kevin Huber now, standing just about on his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 20 earned. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. They start on the ground with Ivory. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Again, they run. Again, it's Ivory. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. Play clock winding down. They run with their short yardage man, Ivory. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And tough starting field position here.
Strong right. Strong right. Ready. Blue 10. Blue 10.
Here's Bernard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Second down, 9 yards to go. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Taking it about the 16. Not a big deal on that one. Just your everyday 67-yard punt. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Ivory. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. We got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe to be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not